And welcome to TV 16's Live at 5. I'm Matt Chaffin.
And I'm Kelby Serwanka. Owners of concealed weapons could be made secret.
And the governor signs a bill against human trafficking.
We'll have all that for you and more, but first, your TV 16 news starts right now. A list of Arkansas residents who own concealed weapons could become concealed as well. The Arkansas House voted to approve the bill, which would completely exempt the concealed carry permit list from the Arkansas Freedom of Information Act.
And the Pangburn Water Department is issuing a boil order for customers inside the city limits. The department will be working overnight to replace a leaky valve along Main Street.
And the first sighting of the newest British Royal. We'll have all that for you and more after the break.
But first, let's take a quick look at weather with Charlie Briggs. Charlie?
Thanks, Matt. Well, it's cold, it's clear, but there is gonna be some possible snow.
A gang passing off as police officers stole millions in diamonds. 8 masked gunmen forced their way through the security fence at Brussels International Airport. Brian, tell us what's going on in the wide world of sports.
There's a lot going on. It's the NBA trade deadline's approaching on Thursday. Do you like money?
Of course,
A lot of people like money.
Welcome to TV 16's Live at 5. I'm Kelby Serwanka.
And I'm Tajay Gray. After reviewing the possibility of giving bonuses to city employees for the third time this year, Searcy City Council officials say they are unable to afford the expenditure.
A plane that took off from the Fort Smith Airport has safely made an emergency landing in Crawford County. Police say the plane had a mechanical problem and had to make an emergency landing on Highway 59 near Barling. Police say there were no injuries.
Thanks and welcome back. While entering Saturday, Harding's football team had one thing on their mind: win, and they were in. A playoff berth was hanging in the balance as the Bisons took the field against Southwestern Oklahoma State on Saturday. We're picking up things in the first, with the Bulldogs looking to put some points on the board, but Ty Powell blocks his 4th kick of the season.
Season often isn't defined by winning games, but how the team responds after a loss.
Coming up, we'll talk about that awesome Lady Bison volleyball team who is still undefeated in the conference.
It's pretty incredible. Also, Matt Chaffin will be here to tell you what's going on this week in club football. Keep it here.
Back in 1968, Joseph Kennedy created an organization known as the Special Olympics. Now, 45 years later, the Arkansas Special Olympics is an integral part of the Searcy area as well as the Harding University community. For instance, in this building right behind me, the Gaines Athletic Center, they just hosted their 20th consecutive Special Olympics basketball tournament last week. I sat down with Searcy Area Director and Coordinator Sally Payne to talk with me a little bit about how the Arkansas Special Olympics works.
I really like the basketball tournament because it gives some of our students, our athletes, a chance to play on that team level, whereas most of the other sports, many of the other sports that we do are individuals, like track and field. You know, you're kind of part of a team, but it's just you. And this teamwork thing is a different kind of concept, and it's a little harder, and you have to really think about, playing with your team. So I really like basketball. But some way being part of a team is a good social thing for many of our students with learning difficulties. Learn how to be a team, learn that you can't be the hog and take the ball every time all by yourself. You have to pass it off, and those are things that you have to learn, and the only way to learn some of those things is by playing on a team sport.
With the basketball tournament out of the way, Payne will not have too much time to relax, however, as there is a track meet coming up later on this spring. For TV 16 News, I'm Matt Chaffin.
First of all, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. Prepare to retire in December and hopefully start a new career.
64% of Arkansans have a favorable view of Governor Beebe. Yet you do warn voters that Chief Osborne will simply be a rubber stamp for the governor's initiatives.
He's got some good policies. I said earlier, we worked together on prison reform. We worked on the grocery tax, which I co-sponsored. We worked on transparency in government. We've had some agreements.